Have you ever wondered how a Stoic would deal with a narcissist? This question piques the interest of many, especially those familiar with the principles of Stoicism and the complexity of narcissism. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, encourages us to seek tranquility, practice self-control, and focus on what we can control. These principles can be a powerful guide in navigating challenging encounters, particularly with narcissists. Narcissists, on the other hand, are individuals who have an inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. Dealing with a narcissist can be challenging, to say the least. But what if we could turn to Stoic wisdom to guide our interactions? Imagine a Stoic approach to narcissism, where we use these timeless principles to maintain our composure and navigate these complex interactions. Intriguing, isn't it? Let's dive into 9 Stoic ways to deal with narcissists. Firstly, the Stoic way encourages maintaining composure. When navigating the turbulent waters of narcissism, keeping a cool head is paramount. This serene demeanor, this calm in the eye of the storm, is your bulwark against emotional manipulation. It keeps you grounded, prevents you from being swayed by the narcissist's attempts to control or destabilize. Your composure is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength. It is your steadfast lighthouse in a sea of chaos. Remember, your tranquility is your strongest shield. Secondly, practicing detachment helps in dealing with narcissists. In Stoicism, detachment isn't about indifference, but rather a conscious decision to not allow external factors to disturb your peace of mind. It's about observing, not absorbing. When facing a narcissist, detachment empowers you to maintain your composure, unaffected by their attempts to manipulate or belittle. Visualize their words as mere echoes that don't hold any sway over you. So remember, the next time you're confronted with narcissistic behavior, detach and let their words lose power. Thirdly, know thyself is a crucial Stoic principle. This means recognizing your strengths, your weaknesses, and your triggers. By understanding these, you can predict your reactions and manage your responses effectively when dealing with narcissists. You become less reactive, more proactive. You're not swayed by their manipulation or the drama they might create. Instead, you stand firm, rooted in your self-awareness. This is your shield, your armor. In the wise words of Socrates, know thyself. Fourthly, acceptance is a key Stoic principle. When we encounter narcissists, we must accept their nature rather than attempting to alter it. It's like trying to change the course of a river, taxing and ultimately futile. By accepting, we align ourselves with reality, not against it. This acceptance doesn't mean approval, but rather an understanding of their inherent nature. This understanding brings peace of mind as we quit fighting an unwinnable battle. Acceptance, after all, is the first step to peace. Fifthly, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control. It's about recognizing the power within your own reactions rather than getting tangled in the web of a narcissist's actions. This mindset enables us to navigate interactions in a healthier way, maintaining our integrity and peace of mind. By focusing on what's within our realm of control, we can choose not to be a puppet in someone else's drama, but instead the master of our own narrative. Remember, the only thing you truly control is yourself. Sixthly, practice indifference. The narcissist thrives on emotional reactions, seeking to manipulate and provoke. However, indifference is a powerful shield. It's about maintaining an unaffected calm in the storm of their provocations. Understand this, indifference is not about apathy or neglect. It's a conscious choice to not let external events disturb your inner tranquility. It's about recognizing the emptiness of their attempts to control and manipulate. Indifference, in this case, is not ignorance, but wisdom. Seventhly, practice empathy. As Stoics, we often forget that understanding others is a virtue too. Think about the narcissist's perspective. Why do they behave this way? Often it's rooted in insecurity or past trauma. By empathizing, we don't condone their actions, but we work to understand their motives. This understanding can reduce conflict, making interactions more manageable. Remember, we're all products of our past experiences. Empathy is not just about feeling for others, but with them. Empathy is the bridge to understanding. Eighthly, use silence as a tool. When faced with the manipulative tactics of a narcissist, the power of silence becomes evident. Rather than feeding their need for conflict, silence can be your response. It's a display of strength, of your refusal to be drawn into their game. By choosing not to engage, you demonstrate control over your reactions. It's an act of stoic defiance that can disrupt their pattern of control. Silence can be your fortress, your shield. Silence is the ultimate weapon of power. Lastly, practice forgiveness. While it may seem counterintuitive, forgiving a narcissist is not about absolving them of their actions. Instead, it's about freeing yourself from the emotional chains they've wrapped around you. It's about acknowledging the hurt, but choosing to let go. It's about taking back control of your emotional well-being. Remember, forgiveness is not a gift to the wrongdoer, but a gift to yourself. It's a step towards inner peace. Forgiveness is the key to your freedom. So, how does a Stoic deal with a narcissist? It's a question we've sought to answer today by exploring 9 Stoic strategies that can help shift the dynamics of the interaction. Let's quickly revisit these principles. First, we talked about maintaining composure. Regardless of the narcissist's actions or words, the Stoic remains calm, poised and composed, not allowing their inner peace to be disturbed. Next, we discussed the importance of practicing detachment. The Stoic understands that they need not be affected by the narcissist's behavior, instead choosing to observe without emotional involvement. The third principle was knowing oneself. The Stoic recognizes their own worth and does not need validation from the narcissist or anyone else. They are secure in their self-knowledge and self-acceptance. Our fourth principle, acceptance, is about acknowledging the reality of the narcissist's behavior without trying to change it. The Stoic accepts people as they are, understanding that they can only control their own actions and reactions. Fifth, we underscored the importance of focusing on what you can control. The Stoic doesn't waste energy trying to change the narcissist, but instead invests it in their own growth and development. Our sixth principle, practicing indifference, is about not giving the narcissist the emotional reaction they crave. The Stoic remains unmoved, not allowing the narcissist's behavior to provoke a response. Next, we highlighted the power of empathy. The Stoic strives to understand the narcissist's perspective, recognizing the pain and insecurity that often underlies their behavior. Our eighth principle was the strategic use of silence. Rather than engaging in fruitless debates, the Stoic opts for silence, a powerful tool that can mitigate the impact of the narcissist's words. Finally, we touched on the practice of forgiveness. The Stoic lets go of resentment, understanding that holding onto anger only harms the one carrying it. Remember, Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life. Embrace it and watch how it transforms your interactions and experiences.